Day 85. Oh, I am so tired. I started walking around 4:45 to get in some miles before the sun comes out and fries us to death, because it looks like there's not a whole lot in the way of cloud cover again today. Hopefully we can get up the trail before it gets too hot. It's less than 20 miles to Atlantic City, where Charlie Day Hiker told me, I believe it's the Mercantile, has a ginormous hamburger I'm looking forward to eating. And like, it comes with various courses. They just keep bringing you stuff apparently. All this sounds fascinating, so of course I went in on that. And it also means that there's less than 25 miles or so, or less than 30 miles of the basin left, which is great because, you know, it is beautiful out here and everything, but 120 miles worth of beautiful, I don't know, that's an awful lot, especially when you never really get a reprieve from what is really and truly an inhospitable environment. And there's a reason nobody lives out here but wild horses and cows, but you know, the cows don't have a choice. So yeah, definitely looking forward to getting finished with this part. Only dummies walk through deserts at the end of July, and it'll be nice to get back up into the mountains so that we can, you know, get back to just being cold and eaten by mosquitoes. Like, there aren't a lot of big birds out here. Anyway, we'll see how it goes. Here's me another very sunny, very warm day, and probably windy. But hey, there's a hamburger in here somewhere. In the meantime, we got less than a mile to get to Upper Mormon Spring, which apparently is difficult to find. Like, half the people on GutHook could find it, half of them couldn't. So that should be interesting. At least we won't be trying to do it in the entire dark now, since the sun is coming up. Anyway, let's see how far we get. Apparently this part of the CDT is also a part of the California Trail, the Seminole cutoff of the California Trail, which I don't really know what the California Trail is, but this particular road has had a few of these posts or markers showing that, and it's the first one we saw. Actually, I had a CDT sign too, but that was on the ground, and then this one was, or one like this was standing up next to it. They're big and substantial for being out here in the middle of nowhere. But let's see, California Trail. I don't know what that is, but I assume it has something to do with maybe railroad. I don't know. No assumption is safe to make. But Seminole cutoff. I don't know what that means. I'll have to look it up later when we get service. I'm going to Google that because now I'm curious. I think there might have been some information about all of these routes in the letter that was in the cache, the water cache from yesterday, but I didn't read it. We were losing sun, or losing shade, and it was time to go, so I didn't get to really look at that letter much at all. But I do remember it saying something about, you know, great transport routes to Europe. I thought it said the Oregon Trail. I don't know. Anyway, I'm gonna have to look up Seminole Cutoff, California Trail. Note to self: Google that thing. I don't know. As tired as I am of basically living, breathing, walking, and pretty much every other function of daily living in cow shit for the last several months, I still like it when the cows like kind of come running towards you. And I don't know. I still hold out hope that maybe one day I could make friends with a cow, especially baby cow. They're the cuter ones. Yeah, like you. We'll see. There's still a lot more cows to go through. And there's shit. Alright, well, Upper Mormon Spring is around here somewhere, but the most exciting part about this is... What? Oh my god! Something to actually sit on besides the trail. And... oh, I'm supposed to sprinkle. Either that or some bug flew over and shit on me, but whatever, that happens. Look at this. This is, oh my god, these colors are just rad. All speckly. It looks really cool in the sunrise light too, or the, I guess it's still technically pre-dawn. But okay, this is awesome. I'm gonna take a picture. Also, we have to find the spring. People are having a hard time with that, so. And I can see why. There's not really anything special. Most of these springs have like enclosures around them and tubes to get the water from. So this one's just like, just is out here somewhere. Good luck. Good luck. There's Bob. Means surely the weather game will change. Right now it's chilly. My hands are cold. I'm wearing my windbreaker. I'm enjoying this moment. And the sunrise is really pretty. Alright, we got our water from Upper Mormon Spring. Apparently it wasn't too terribly difficult to find. Now it's freezing. Freezing cold. Like yesterday it wasn't this bad. But I did have a puffy on in the tent. I was gonna leave my windbreaker on, but I figured, well, the sun will be coming up soon enough and I'll be hot and complaining about that. I'd rather be cold, actually, walking out here where there's no water. So at least I'm not sweating. But holy shit. This is the coldest I've been in a while. In about an hour, I'll be back bitching about how hot I am. So, you know, you get one or the other out here. The only constant is the cow shit. Yeah, so it's almost a little less than 7 miles to Harris Slough? I don't know how you pronounce this word. Slough. It's like, yeah, Slough, whatever. That's the next water. It's in almost 7 miles. So it's pretty much a straight shot to there, which is nice. And then after that, apparently, the trail shortly goes into miles of bushwhacking through tick-infested sage. So luckily, there's a road that goes pretty much parallel to the trail. So we're gonna take that, hopefully make it into Atlantic City in time to have maybe a late lunch, early dinner, and then get back out on the trail to position to hitch in a lander tomorrow morning. Hopefully catch a ride with somebody going into work. So that would be nice. But in the meantime, I'm thinking about big hamburger and a beer. Definitely gonna be a beer. We're almost done with the basin. I'm so excited. Super stoked to get into the Wind River Range and back into the mountains, where I'm sure I'll probably be cold much more frequently. But hopefully there will be a lot more water and a lot less weight to carry and a lot less stress about dehydration and some more shade. Oh, shade. Someplace to sit. I don't know. You know, it's little things that you miss when you're out here with all of this beautiful nothing. So much nothing. There's a couple more markers for the Semino cutoff on the California Trail from the little smaller post with the giant pile of wild horse shit next to it. There's one for the Oregon Trail. So apparently we're on part of what used to be the Emigrant Trail, which also included the Mormon Trail. And it was for settlers coming out here. And man, somebody put a ton of money into all these giant concrete markers because they're all over the place. There's another Oregon Trail one up there I can see, but they're really common now. Somebody came out here in the middle of nowhere and put a bunch of giant concrete markers all over this one random road that apparently was the Emigrant Trail. So that's kind of cool and interesting. I'm pretty sure that was mentioned in the letter and the card and the cash yesterday. So, but just seeing these signs starting this morning on this road, and we've walked a lot of different roads through this basin. This is definitely one of the more well-used ones. Now I see why. It's been used since the middle 1800s. You're getting some pretty decent views of actual big mountains again. I think we go into those. It should be exciting. So the CERT alternate is not far after Lander. Oh, super stoked for that. Although I understand the mosquito situation up there is dire. But man, it's not like we're not getting bit by shit down here. Those biting flies. Everyone's worried about ticks. Oh, trail chickens. I haven't seen any on trail yet, but I've seen a bunch of those this morning. But this is the morning. Hey, there's a mountain over there too. Nice. It's kind of nice to see something. I mean, the green rolling hills are pretty and all, but man, they go on forever. Oh, I think we walked through each one of them. I love the colors though. And this colors out here, just, especially at this time of day. This time and around sunset, the colors out here pretty magnificent, if I may say so myself. And I may, because I just did. Well, we can't be too far away from civilization, because I just found my first McDonald's coffee cup out here. Yeah, it looks like it's pretty fresh too, so maybe last weekend, I don't know, it's Monday. Nice. Leave no trace. Okay, so, just so you know, the basin is really beautiful, especially right now, just the green and everything. It is so hard to capture all of this expansive desert, desolate beauty in like photos or videos, because it's so like subtle and nuanced, all the contours and the land and everything. So you just gotta come out and see it for yourself. But if you do, I definitely recommend you do it in a car, because yeah, I definitely don't recommend walking through this for recreational purposes. I liked at one point at the beginning there were signs saying you can't go through here if you're trying to recreate publicly, but there were CDT signs. So they know this isn't recreation. Like, we marching through this 120 miles. Oh, I've never seen a sign like that before. The BLM road. What? It's like, oh, okay. I thought it was like a two-tone sign or something. Very cool. Yeah, well, the road just got a little better graded. Although the last road we were on, it wasn't too bad, but the rocks were a lot bigger, so a little unstable. Anyway, dang, we gotta be getting close to civilization now. I expect to find more McCafe cups instantly, almost. It looks like a watercolor out here right now, with the light all soft and diffused through the clouds. Unfortunately, you can't really see the mountains very well. They're not very well defined. It's a little hazy. But this is just gorgeous. It's actually a pretty nice morning so far. There's some clouds. giving us a little reprieve from Bob. That's nice. And some interesting stuff to look at besides rolling hills that you just can't really capture for sharing purposes. But when I haven't been roasting, I've been enjoying a ton. Well, we're coming up on, is Harris Slough? I don't know. I knew a judge once whose name was spelled Slough, and she pronounced it Slough. But I think when it's water, it's slough. Anyway, I see fences. Like we just passed a cattle guard a little bit ago. There's a bunch of cows over there. And put fences here. And over here, I don't see any cows. But since the cows are over there, I mean, their shit's definitely going in this water. We crossed the Sweetwater River. And, you know, at this point from this water, like 2 miles, I guess. So we both have enough water to get us to there. We walked straight here from the last water of the Upper Mormon Spring almost 7 miles ago because there's no place to stop and take a break. In between here and there, there's like no rocks to sit on or anything. The sun's out now, so now there's no shade. But we've had cloud most of the time, so that's awesome. So we didn't really drink that much water. Also good because this is definitely going to be cow water, even though the cows theoretically aren't allowed here. But nice. We're pretty much just going to take this road, the Riverview, cut off to the turn to Atlantic City, where the hamburgers are. All right, well, thank goodness we have enough water to get to Sweetwater River, because, ew. Ugh. And there's definitely some cow activity over here, even despite their exhaustive fencing attempts. And this is flowing, this source, but yeah, wherever it pools, it looks gross. And like, it's just all cows upstream. Oh, there's definitely cow shit over there. Anyway, so yeah, we're gonna hold off to get more water until Sweetwater in about 2 miles. But we're gonna sit here because we haven't sat down in like almost 7. Hello, bird, look. Hi. I saw a bird with just like the bluest, just the wings were blue. I don't know what kind of bird it was, but only the wings were blue, and it was a cutie. But it flew off before I was able to take a picture of it or get it on film. Darn it. Well, after a lovely break at the cow stream with a side dish of dust, courtesy of a couple of ranchers, we are off to find Sweetwater Bridge, which is apparently the easiest place to get water from off Sweetwater. So it's like 2 miles. Easy peasy. We almost started walking in the wrong direction. We thought we were supposed to stay on the road. We walked to here because there's no waypoint or indication that you go off the road. Thank goodness for this, because even though we do reconnect with that road later, it does a big dip we don't need to do. So this way we can just continue walking our straight westerly line, you know, because Canada's that way. Oh no, wait, no, it's not. California is, though. Maybe we're still on the California Trail. It's our first view of Sweetwater River. Nice. We're on the wrong side of the fence. No! That's okay. We'll actually cross it over a bridge where apparently you can sit under the bridge, but it's also apparently tick and rodent infested under the bridge. So, you know, give and take, give and take. But oh my goodness, this beautiful green ribbon, green and blue ribbon through the middle of all this scrub. Pretty awesome. Pretty awesome to see. Oh wow. That is so pretty. I was about to complain about the what the hell climbing, but man, that's really pretty, especially with that flat mountain in the back. I don't know what draw this is, but it's pretty. I'll think about it as I'm climbing up that stupid hill on the other side. So in this segment of the trail, you can choose whether you wanted to go lane 1, 2, 3, or 4. It's nice to have so many options. All the alternates right next to each other. Yeah, it's so nice to see this river. Too bad we can't get at it, because I bet it would feel really good, especially in about 2 hours. But we'll just have to see what we can get at the allegedly taken rodent-infested bridge crossing. I'm walking in the tick houses, through the tick houses, basically just walking along the bottom of this little hill ridge or whatever. There's a bunch of little old wiggle rivers in here, and it looks like another kiosk over there. I didn't realize it was going to be out here. That's kind of cool. You can definitely tell that not a lot of people have been through here on the trail this year, because there's really nothing beaten down. The river's back over there. Whew. The cows have been here. Oh, that's a healthy cow. Damn. Let's see what's going on in this random kiosk in the middle of this ticky meadow. Well, you can tell there's no cash in it because it's totally overgrown. Looks like another CDT kiosk informational board, surrounded broadly on all sides by this cow-proof enclosure. Probably the only place, these kiosks, within hundreds of miles that are cow-free. Getting up to Sweetwater Bridge. Yay! Hopefully there's a decent place to stop and sit for a second coffee. I see the bridge swallows are hard at work. Nice. Eat those mosquitoes, ladies and gentlemen. Please. And we're gonna pick up water from here to get into Atlantic City. We're actually gonna walk right into Atlantic City rather than try and hitch off the trail, because there's a straighter shot road from Atlantic City to South Pass through which the trail actually walks. So we'll just do that instead. Save a little time. Unfortunately, a southbounder named Joe Mama advised us that the Grub Steak, which apparently is the place with the hamburger and maybe not the Mercantile, closed on Mondays. What is today? That's right, it's Monday. Son of a bitch. Anyway, this looks nice. Here's on the north side of the bridge. You can sit under. There's some shade. Wow. Go check it out. Go make friends with the birds. It's a nice river. It's really pretty. Under the bridge at Sweetwater River, not too shabby a place. And there's definitely some rodent shit in here, but you know, really, if you look closely, there's rodent shit everywhere. So, and other than that, it's pretty damn clean in here. Housekeeping must have just visited within the last, I don't know, 8 to 10 weeks. But this is a nice spot in the shade, and the shade's not gonna disappear on us, which is awesome, because if we are like fully enclosed in here, nice little windbreak for the coffee. And then all the birds and entertainment. Sheepy things. All their little mud nests are on the outsides of the bridge. Pretty cool. Mud swallows. Eating the bugs. It's fun watching all the little swallows go in and out of their nests. Some of these nests are like stacked 2 and 3 deep. They're feeding their babies. Oh, eat more mosquitoes, swallows. Eat all the mosquitoes. It's like a bunch of little deposits. I love this. I could watch these things all day. But I'm not going to because we're going to get a hamburger. Maybe. Nice break under the bridge. Enough time to let some cloud cover build up, which is awesome. We're on Riverview Cutoff Road, and this road goes into Atlantic City. The trail itself actually goes off here, and we're not going to go that way because we're actually, Atlantic City is in the opposite direction. And apparently a lot of the trail, air quotes, between here and Atlantic City is straight up bushwhacking through sagebrush. Probably because there's this much easier road to take. So nobody's batting down the trail. So we're going to take the road. And there may or may not be anything open. The place with the hamburgers, the grub steak, they're closed on Monday. Damn it. And it does look like there's rain going on in the direction that we're going. But, you know, we won't be there for a few hours, so maybe by then the rain will have blown out. There's a church in Atlantic City that apparently is open all the time. Has a great hiker box. Lets people camp in it if it's raining. Outside for free if it's not. So, sounds like it's a pretty good place. Lots of positive things about it. Oh, and possibly a meal at Wild Bill's Cafe or at the Mercantile. Yay, hot food. I had my heart set on one of those grub steak burgers, but maybe next time. There's probably not going to be a next time. That's something I've never seen before. Apparently this is private property, but the public can walk in and hunt. I guess it's a state program. I've never seen this before. But special rules apply. Consult walk-in area Alice, which of course I can't do that. I assume 17 means something and 1 means something. But private lands, public wildlife, that's a really interesting concept. Got a bald eagle sighting. So cool. Come on back, buddy. Where'd he go? He's huge, but really hard to see against all the clouds. And it looks like there's a little bird trying to mess with him. So often the case with these 4 big birds. Some little guy comes trying to fuck with him. Come on, buddy. Come a little closer. He's just going further away. You can't see it, but that's awesome. First bald eagle sighting on trail. Look at that valley view. That's gorgeous. Lovely. Well, this is cool. We're just passing. We were on the Oregon Trail. Seminoe cut off earlier this morning. And now we're just passing the Oregon Trail Pony Express. Oof. I'd hate to be one of the ponies on this express route. Because, you know, they were hot too. Hot, sweaty ponies. All your males smelling like horse sweat. Delish. We have been so lucky again today with the weather. Aren't you glad? Because, you probably got tired of hearing me bitch about the heat and sun exposure yesterday. And the wind, and the biting flies, and the sand. Oh, that was the day before yesterday. Anyway, yeah, like we've been watching like clouds with rain, like that system there just like sat on the mountains there for a while. But it's finally breaking up and moving away to the east. So hopefully we'll be able to miss that one too. But man, I thought we were definitely gonna get wet. on this walk in. And knock on wood, so far, so good. Timing, impeccable timing today. And the mountains, as the Wind River Range, I believe, look really beautiful in the different lights. The cloud shadow, the sun. Very pretty. We'll be there soon. Well, I spoke too soon. Now getting sprinkled on. Hopefully nothing worse than that. Also a nice headwind as we continue climbing up. Walking up out of the... Now you gotta expect you're gonna be doing some climbing when you're exiting a Great Basin. So, drops are getting big now. Damn it. I should have kept my mouth shut. We just met that guy named Chris. He's bicycling the divide. Asian guy. It's always nice to see a little bit of other colors of the rainbow out here. Enjoying the divide. So he gave us the rundown on a little bit more. Every person we talked to gives us a little more information about Atlantic City, which is not nearly as scintillating a destination as the original Atlantic City, I have to imagine. But he did say Eli's Mercantile is open. He just had lunch there. My stomach immediately started growling. He said the Miners Grips is closed today, but they have a teepee you can stay in for free. What the heck? That's awesome. And apparently, once we get there, we might be the only hikers or bicyclists, the only divide people in town, which is interesting. But hey, it's Monday, so half the town's closed anyway. So that just leaves only one half of the town left for us to have to entertain. That's good. You know, it's not like I have to work too hard when I'm not hiking. Anyway, we should be getting really close. Everyone that we talked to says we're really close, but they're all in cars and on bicycles. So for us, it's like, it could be really close. If you're in a car driving 45, 50 miles per hour, it's probably right this far away. But for us, a little bit longer. Hopefully we'll be there soon. It's like a little 2:30. We should be there in about a half hour, I think. Those people were super nice. Drove by incredibly slowly. Almost alarmingly slowly. But thank you. Because the last guy that drove by was coming at us in one of the little side-by-sides. And he actually gunned it when he was right next to us. Like, what an asshole. But for the most part, the people on this road have been super, super conscientious and slowed down so we don't have to get their dust. So that's awesome. Thanks, people of Wyoming. Appreciate you not making us eat dirt and rocks. Well, I was wrong about the distance and the time, but hopefully we'll be there by 4. But hey, first tree sighting in a really long time, which is awesome. Hopefully there's more of those. We're actually in the hills that we've been looking at for a long time because Bob's back out splashing down killer UV radiation. Hopefully we'll get a little bit more sun. And it should be like 2.5 miles away from something to eat besides bars, jerky, almonds, and gummy bears. Woohoo! This is like the first tree in forever. And what did they do to this poor tree? Is that somebody loved somebody a really long time ago. And we've got letters and numbers here. Oh my god, this guy's back. No thanks. About how far is it?
We're walking all the way across the country, so we want to continue.
So that was the asshole who just sprayed us a couple of times. Apparently he's not malicious, he's just ignorant. that's okay, that happens. Because he just stopped and had a lengthy, friendly conversation with us, offering us a ride and water and all kinds of stuff like that. He's back. So, our new friend Junior in the Razor, who, ironically enough, after pacing us for quite a while and telling us a bunch of stories about wildlife and human interactions that did not go well for the wildlife, said, we're hoping to get to the Mercantile before they close, because pretty much they're the only game in town. And so finally, after inviting us back to his place, trying to give us a ride, you know, all this stuff, and we didn't like him before because we thought he was an asshole for dusting us, but as it turns out, he just clearly has no idea what he's doing, because he said he would go to the Mercantile and see what time they closed and come back and tell us, and he just fucking dusted us again. which is hilarious, because it just goes to show that he really and truly just has no self-awareness about the actions that his vehicle is having. Anyway, I'm pretty sure this is where the trail comes in, at the top of this hill, which is great. And then we cut off downhill, finally. We've been walking uphill pretty much all day. So it'll be nice to cruise downhill into town. Hopefully something's open. If not, our new friend Junior offered to take us back to his house and give us margaritas, beer, and food. So we got that going for us. And if we're in the Razor, we can't get dusted by the fucking Razor. So that's also not too bad. But anyway, I'm looking at this crest like, oh my God. I just like to sit down on my pack and slide down the other side. Wherever it ends up is just fine. It looks like what they were saying about the trail in this area is not false. Look, there's a blaze out there. I don't see any trail. I see a bunch of rocks and sage. There's a little bit of a trail this way. But yeah, that direction. Okay, I'm definitely glad we took this road. And to be at the top of this hill, however, I'm looking and it looks like, damn it, my joy is short-lived. We're gonna have to climb up something else, either that way or that way. Look at all these pretty butterflies lined up on the tiny thistles, and a big bumblebee. Oh my gosh, I was headed to the trees to pee quick before Junior comes back with the Mercantile report. But look at it, so pretty. Damn it. Well, no expectation of privacy out here. Look at this guy, super pretty. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Atlantic City, baby. 1 mile. 1 mile. Oh, here comes Junior. Cannot wait to hear the news. Wow, so I guess it's a bit downhill, finally, to get to Atlantic City. Holy moly. It is crazy. But hey, finally, no more uphill for a minute. Take a break. Run our ass, yeah. Jog down to the hamburgers. Luckily, Junior went and asked, you know, because it sounds like maybe this Mercantile closes at 4 or 5. Well, it's like 3:35. But what he did for us, basically, is let him know that 2 hungry hikers are incoming pretty quick, pretty hot. I'm pretty hungry, so hopefully, even if they were going to close at 4, they'll stay open, but we should be there hopefully right before. But I hate to show up at a business to eat sitting down inside when they're ready to close. I've worked in restaurants and bars. Well, I've worked in bars before, and I know how it is when I'm working and some customer comes in at 5 till closing and wants a drink. Well, in bars it's different. You just say your last call is 15 minutes before, and then you kick everybody out. But you know what I mean. You get the principle of what I'm trying to say. Anyway, I guess I better start jogging, I guess, catch up with this weirdo. Holy crap, all of that gain we spent all day amassing is being lost in like a half mile, 1 mile. This is like such a steep road. I almost wish I had my poles out. Good God, I'll just save my knees. Goodness, you can't really walk down it comfortably. You have to kind of skitter. So we're skittering into town now, losing everything we did today. Oh well, we're gonna be gaining food soon, hopefully, and a beer. Atlantic City is literally in a hole. They have a lot of holes here. The Basin's a giant hole. Now we're in a hole. There's Jackson Hole. So many holes in Wyoming. And apparently that's what people like to establish residence. You know, just find your local hole, build a house, live happily ever after. Oh, Wild Bill's B&B, welcome bikers. Yeah. They should have spelled it BHIKERS. Be inclusive. Wild Bill owns the south side. He's got a B&B and a gun shop. He has supplies. His neighbor is really into Trump and the army. His cabins are super cute though. But, oh, they're all over the place. He's got them scattered liberally throughout the property. Miner's Delight Inn, B&B, down at the bottom of the hole, because that's where you want to be apparently, in Wyoming. Oh, now we welcome biker and hikers. Cabins and supplies. I understand the cabins at Wild Bill's are like $60 a person. So theoretically, if you were one person, you would get a cabin to yourself for $60. But if you were two, it's $120. It does include breakfast, and apparently they serve high tea, which is pretty impressive. What the heck? This guy has a lot of fence on top of his fence. That's weird. Oh, we got the protection district. Yeah, they're protecting you, probably just from fire, but Miner's Delight Snack Shack with ice cream, hot food, and Coca-Cola. Well, we're still gonna hold out for the Mercantile since that's where the big hot food is. Somewhere, hopefully in the hole and not up another hill, because that'll extend our time getting there. Oop, penny power. Your tax dollars at work. I don't see. Oh, that's cute. No trespassing, but hi. Oh my goodness. Wyoming really is kind of a mixed bag. Oh, there's the old fire department. Wow. It looks like it looks like it would go up in flames very quickly if someone threw a match in that general direction. Especially thanks to the giant propane tank. All right, Eli's Mercantile. Or somebody's Mercantile. I don't know where I came up with Eli. Anywhere. I see a teepee. That's it. Apparently the teepee is at the Miner's Grub Steak, and that's where you can stay for free. Which I think we might do tonight, since the Miner's Grub Steak has breakfast. And the Mercantile hopefully has whatever delights we might possibly think of eating now. I wonder if that's the actual Guardian Lake. Instead of getting a dog, we just have a box that says Guardian in our window. Don't mess with us. This is a super cute town though. Look at this, adorable. The hideout cabin rental. Hopefully you're not hiding out in that. There's no roof. I smell a wood fire. I think I'm gonna like this place. It's Wyoming. What up, Wyoming? Show us what you got. Oh, there are cars back there. We are definitely in. Oh, well, that's nice. We heard the church here has a pretty good hiker box stocked, in addition to hiker stuff by locals as well. Look at this adorable little town. I bet it's hell here in the winter, but right now, this is pretty perfect. Just adorable little things everywhere. Atlantic City Mercantile. Yeah, open. Yes. Coming for you.
That building right there.
So this place was a trip. Dead animals galore inside. Spotty service and mediocre food, but serviceable. It did the job. It's the only place open in town. So what are you gonna do? Now we're on our way to find the church because we understand there's a hiker box. Should be a wood building. Haha. Every building here is fucking wood. Huh, looks like it's up a hill. Off we go. So the church is nice. This place is, don't sleep in the church. Okay, no problem. We're not going to sleep in the church. We found a teepee. But, wow, it's really nice. It's apparently dedicated in 1913. Oh, that's a pretty dramatic piece of art right there. Wow. Anyway, they have a really good hiker box. I didn't even know that this existed. Look at this. How exciting. I freaking love buffalo chicken. That's going to go good in anything, basically. And look, they pre-packaged the baggie with little candy bars and hand sanitizer. They have hiker box for non-food, and then this giant thing full of snacks. So, and then even they have baggies on the side because I don't need to take all the wipes, so I just wanted to take a couple. But wow, this is fantastic. Thank you so much to St. Andrews in Atlantic City, Wyoming, for providing this for us hikers. This is the teepee out in front of the Grub Steak Miner, which unfortunately is closed on Mondays. So I saw that allegedly they have like the best food around. Somebody said it was their favorite meal on trail to this point. That's pretty high praise. But they're open at 7 o'clock in the morning. And they have some outdoor outlets to charge your stuff. We've already taken advantage of that. So looking forward to checking that out tomorrow.